Today we're taking a look at this power station, and this really is a super nice unit. So first off, the power station itself is rechargeable, and they provide you with 2 chargers, so for your vehicle and for a wall outlet. On top of the power station is where you're going to find all of your different ports and your different functions, starting with your display button, and your display screen is going to be right here. So push it once, that is going to display your battery percentage, and then push it again, that's going to be your inflator gauge and your PSI, which we will look at here shortly, and then press it again and it will turn off. So with your battery percentage, when it does need to be charged, like I said, you have these 2 cables, or you have this 5-watt solar panel so you can charge it in the sun, and this does have a trickle charge feature so it doesn't get overcharged. And then on this side as well, you do have a 3-watt LED work light, and the power button is just right next to it. This button here is going to control your LED work light on top, and you can position this handle so you can have your work light shining on whatever you are working on. Go the other way. That is going to be your air compressor, and your inflator gauge is automatically going to turn on with your air compressor to show you your PSI. You cannot set the pressure to whatever you want, so it automatically turns off. You just have to watch it and turn it off once it gets to the limit that you want. Up here you have your 110 volt AC outlets. To use those, you would press this button. It turns on the inverter and the USB. If you're just using your USB charging ports, you would just switch it over to this side. Up here you have a 40 amp fuse, and then here you have your DC 12 volt socket if you need to use that as well. On the side here, you do have your jumper cables, and once you get them connected, all you have to do is turn it to the on position and you are good to go. And then lastly, you do get some extra attachments to have in your car. So you have this window breaker with a little flat hammer on the other end, and then you also have a seatbelt cutter should you need it in case of an emergency in your vehicle. And then you also get a phone mount for your vehicle as well. So we're gonna go ahead and test the air compressor on a car tire and see if we can't get it aired up. All right, so we have a low tire here just to show you what we're at. So almost 23, and we need to be at 35. So we're going to see how this air compressor does. All right, so it's saying we are at 35, and if you noticed, it was at 37, but it keeps going back and forth. So I stopped it at 37, and it says we're at 35. So we're going to go ahead and check that again. And we are at 35.8. So that worked out great. We had this hooked up to the tire for probably about 3 minutes. So it didn't take long at all to get this tire aired up. So if you happen to be on the side of the road and you get a flat tire, this is going to air it up in no time. You're not going to be sitting on the side of the road waiting forever. So overall, I really like this power station. Worked out great. It's going to work out great for camping or just to have in your car in case of an emergency, whether that be a flat tire, a dead phone, or a dead car battery. This power station is going to have you covered. I received this one at no charge for the purpose of this review, and I would recommend it.